Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Psych Talk. Today's episode is going to be about the shadows of our past, how childhood shapes our relationships. This episode might be a little bit similar to episode 42, which was about the story we tell ourselves, but there is a little bit of a different twist, if you will. Okay, so let's get into it. Have you ever found yourself reacting to your partner in a way that feels oddly familiar? Like it's not just about them, but there's something deeper. And maybe they didn't text back and suddenly you're living the panic of being ignored as a child. Or maybe they express frustration and you assume they're about to abandon you. And so today I want to dive into how our childhood experiences mold the way we interpret, react, and even project in our relationships. Okay, so what is projection? Projection is when we unknowingly transfer feelings or expectations from one person, often our parents, onto someone else. For example, if your parent was overly critical, you might assume your partner is judging you even when they make an innocent comment. And if you had a parent who was emotionally distant, you might accuse your partner of not caring during a simple disagreement. Take Sarah, for instance. Growing up, her dad really showed affection. Now, when her boyfriend is busy with work and doesn't call, she spirals into thinking he doesn't love her, even though he's just, swamped with deadlines. And this is not about her boyfriend. It's about her inner childhood longing for validation. And another big issue is the belief that we know exactly what the other person is thinking. Spoiler alert, we actually do not. We really don't. And instead, we interpret their actions through our biases. And so, if you grew up with a parent who gave the silent treatment as punishment, your partner's quiet mood might feel like rejection, even if they're just tired. And if a parent made you feel like nothing you did was good enough, you might interpret constructive feedback from your partner as criticism. So, for example, let's look at Jason. As a child, his mom often, sighed loudly when she was upset, expecting him to read her mind and fix the situation. Now, when his girlfriend sighs, he panics, assuming she's mad at him. In reality, she's just, decompressing after a long day. And how do we break the cycle? Again, through awareness. So, awareness is always the first step to change. So, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, am I reacting to this person or am I reacting to my past? And also communicate. Share your feelings and check in instead of assuming. For instance, when you got quiet earlier, I felt like I upset you. Was that the case? And also, therapy helps. So, talking through childhood patterns with a therapist can help untangle these reactions. Imagine how much lighter you'd feel without carrying, the baggage of old wounds. And so, childhood obviously shapes us, but it doesn't have to define us. And so, every time you pause, reflect, and communicate, you are rewriting your story and deepening your connections. So, the next time your partner doesn't text back or seems distant, take a moment to ask, is this about them or is it about me? And, you might surprise yourself. And that is it for this short episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening.